Hello, friends, and welcome to week 3 of Online Kids Ministry. And this week, we are talking about Blessed are the Poor in Spirit as part of our Beatitudes series. So I'm going to start with our welcome question for today. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to pause your videos and talk about it with whoever is in your house. So here's the question. Are you ready? Let's have a drum roll. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, drum roll. Okay, guys, the question is, what is a highlight you had this week? What is a highlight you had this week? And pause and talk to your people in your house about that. And your second question is, what is a low light you had this week? Again, pause your videos and talk with the people in your house about those two questions. And that's going to help you to discover some of your emotions, some happies and some sads. And if you like, I'm going to share my answers to those questions right now with you. So a highlight I had this week was last Sunday after church, my son Michael and I, we made dinner for our whole family together. And everything we made was homemade. We made homemade lasagna, but from the homemade lasagna, we made the noodles from scratch with a pasta roller, and then we dried it over a rack. We made the sauce homemade from tomatoes in the garden, and we made an apple crisp. Actually, it was more than apple crisp. It was apple and raspberry and rhubarb crisp. And we picked the rhubarb from our garden and the raspberries from our raspberry bush. So that was my highlight. That was really fun doing that with him. And my low light for this week happened today. I went back to the doctor, to the fracture clinic, because as you know, I broke my foot. And I was hoping that after they x-rayed it and looked at my bone, they would have said it's all healed and ready to go. But I was disappointed. The doctor said it is healing, that's good, but he said it'll take another 4 weeks in the cast resting to heal completely. And that also means no driving for me for 4 more weeks, well, 3 or 4. So that's kind of hard. But I'll get through it and my bone will be healed good as new. So I also want to share from last week our activity. I gave you guys a little bit of homework. And so I thought we would have show and tell time, and I would show you a few samples of what I came up with. So what we were supposed to do was we were supposed to discuss or role play or act out or draw blessings from some situations that I gave you that might be difficult. So here's what I came up with. So for the one situation that said you start a hike at 5 a.m. before the sun comes up. So my blessing from that situation, I drew, and here it is. I got to see a sunrise. So here's me in the mountains doing my hike, and it probably was dark, but now I get to see a beautiful sunrise. So that was a blessing that came out of starting a hike in the dark. And my next one I want to share with you, the scenario was you're hiking for an hour and your legs are sore. So I'm going to act that one out. I'm going to do a little bit of role playing for you. Here I go. I'm hiking and hiking and hiking and hiking, and whoo, it's been an hour. I'm getting tired. My legs are getting really sore hiking in this mountain for an hour. I think I'm just gonna sit down right here on this rock and have a rest. And while I'm sitting here resting, I hope my legs will feel better. But wait, what do I see over there? Oh, I see a mama mountain lion and 4 babies. Oh, that's a most spectacular sight to see in the mountains. If I hadn't have got sore legs from hiking for an hour, I would never have sat down right here in this spot and got to see such an amazing sight of a mama mountain lion and 4 babies. So that is my 2 show and tells for you from the activities from last week. I found blessings in a couple situations, and I hope you guys did last week also.